Hello, everybody. I have to be a little bit quiet. We're in the hotel room. I see a few people are starting to come in. I'm going to go ahead and share this over on Twitter real quick. Okay. I don't know if that paused me, but we are in California. Hey there, Lori. Welcome to the live stream here. But we are in California, about on the border of Nevada, and I figured I'd come in and hang out for a little bit. I'm not sure how long exactly I'm going to hang out here. There's not much to do here in this town at night. It's kind of a small town. So I'm just going to chill here for a little bit. If anybody wants to chat or ask any questions about the upcoming travel plans and what's going to be coming over the next few days and the videos over the next few weeks. So yeah, it's really kind of up to you guys, what you guys want to know. I will be heading over the Nevada border tomorrow and beginning to do some work with some more people, some more YouTube friends. And so there's going to be lots and lots of videos coming up. I've got several more coming up here, or several more, excuse me, in the works right now. I've been starting to work a little bit on things, but got a few locations in San Francisco. If anybody's been following along over on Twitter, and those should be up here over the next few days. I'm trying to get time to edit those while I'm also out filming more locations. I'm going to be out in the morning filming several locations out in Western California, or excuse me, Eastern California. Well, Southeastern, I should say. Again, right along the Nevada border, and so once I'm done doing that, then I'll cross over into Nevada and be meeting up with a friend there and doing some stuff Tuesday and maybe possibly more. I'm not really sure at this point, so we'll just have to see how that goes, and then from there I'll be hopefully meeting up with one other person, and then I'll probably have to end up heading back because unfortunately my driver's license is expiring and I have to go back and renew that because I can't renew it online. Well, I have my headset connected here, so it should be going through here. If the audio is bad, I'm not really sure exactly why. Hold on. We can try it without, if that sounds better. That's going through the phone's microphone right now. I'm not sure what side it's on, so we can try that for a little bit if that makes it easier. But yeah, I'm not sure why. If there's some audio issues, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, because it should be piping through the headset. Yeah, it's probably a little bit quieter because I'm being a little bit quieter. I'll try and move it closer here, but it's only about 10 o'clock here, so it's not incredibly late, but I am trying to be as quiet as possible. Good. At least some of you are hearing it loud and clear. I'm not sure what the problem is for some people. Thanks, Lori. Awesome. Well, hopefully it stays that way. I'm not really... Again, it's probably just me. The phone's a little bit quiet to begin with. Hey there, Justin. And with having to be quiet in the hotel, it could cause some issues, so. But yeah, currently in Eastern California, Southeastern California, as I said, and gonna be heading to quite a few different locations coming up over the next about 5 days. Yeah, doing pretty good, man. Yeah, excited to be on this trip. No, I am here by myself. Just stopped when I got tired of driving. Hey there, Tracy. Drove from San Francisco this morning, and well, I shouldn't say this morning. I ended up leaving San Francisco about noon, and then kind of took my time heading southeast through the state, and then stopped at the southeastern border and decided to get a room here so I could do a little bit of work. Yeah, I realized when I was making the title to the live stream that it did sound a lot like Hotel California. We will definitely be checking out this one in the morning, though, because I have much to do in California as well as Nevada, so nothing's gonna be keeping me here. I'm not sure about the quality of the sound dampening in this place. It's a pretty nice place, but it's not the best. Highway 15, no. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what way I'm gonna take into Vegas. But I'll be driving through Vegas, and then I'm not sure exactly all of where I'm gonna be going. But again, I'll be meeting up with a few different people, possibly in Nevada, and then there's at least one other state that I might be going to before I head back to Indiana. And I'm not sure exactly when that is, or if that person's actually going to be meeting me. We're kind of still in the process of making those plans, so I might be heading out in Nevada into another state to be meeting up with somebody, or I might just be meeting up with them in the middle of the desert, so. But yeah, so yeah, once I get on the road tomorrow, I'm going to be hitting up one abandoned location, pretty interesting place, sort of an abandoned mine, not exactly the type of mine that you would think of, so it should be a really unique location. It has been done before. It is something that I forget who exactly did it that I saw, but I always thought it was a really neat location, and I'm gonna be doing some filming there, and unfortunately I can't do any live streaming because part of the location is underground, so I'm going to have to film it and then upload it. So I did want to try and do something live. I'm probably going to be doing some live streams, possibly in the desert, on the way to different locations. But and then I have like a little bit of an off the wall location. It's in southeastern California, too, and it's kind of a musical location a little bit. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a little bit famous, but not incredibly famous. But it should be a really interesting episode. A little bit shorter of an episode, possibly, but it's also, like I said, fairly unique. There's not many locations like it around the world. If there's any other locations like it around the world, I'm not even really sure. It's a fairly unique idea, but yet kind of a failed idea also. It was something that somebody got an idea just off of how highways are made, and tried to make this really kind of cool tourist attraction, and it ended up turning out fairly poorly. And once you see the episode, you'll understand completely. I know that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but I don't really want to give away everything right now. But like I said, it is a musical location. So those are the two California locations that I'm going to be filming in the morning. And then I'm going to drive the rest of the way into Nevada, and then meet up with my friend, and yeah, so then we'll go from there. But hey there, Laura. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I love having all of you guys from Australia. As I always say, I would love to be able to go down there one of these days here soon and do some exploring down there. Seems like quite an amazing place. I watch a lot of different things either on YouTube or Netflix about Australia. I always have been kind of fascinated by it, but never had a chance to visit, and so I'd really love to do that. No, I'm not going to Slab City. Possibly in the next trip out, I might do some Slab City stuff, but Slab City would take days to do properly. There's so many different things from the artwork there, and abandoned things there. As some people know, it's, I believe, part of an old abandoned military base, and the slabs were left behind that the buildings were built on. Sorry, I missed that. Something about a Joshua Tree. I'm not actually going. Sorry, I just heard a noise. Like I said, the walls are not as soundproof as some may think, unfortunately. But anyway, Slab City would be amazing, but I am not going to be going to Slab City on this time around. So I will be back in California, hopefully during the springtime. Kind of set up some plans to be back out here. So possibly in February, I might be back out to California, and then I might do Slab City and do kind of a run from San Francisco on down the coast on the little, I'm not sure exactly what height. In fact, let me look real quick, because there's a fairly famous highway that you can take most of the way down the California coast. Oh yeah, it's Highway 1, and that I can take directly from San Francisco on down the coast, and so I might do that next time and take that all the way down through LA, and then potentially do that from there. 920, no, I did not. I did not have the time to make it out there. Hey there, Debbie. Welcome. Just describing the trip between California and Nevada here, and the couple people that I'm going to be meeting up with to do some work with, and that's all going to be starting in the morning, as well as a few California locations. And then probably Wednesday, time permitting, I'm not really sure. I've got so many different places in Nevada marked out that I would like to get to, whether they're little abandoned places or little art installations in the middle of the desert. I've got so many different places to go that I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to get to everything this trip or not. So, not quite sure what I'm going to do. But at any rate, I should be making my way north through Nevada. And then from there, I'm not sure. So, but yeah, but almost an odd twist. Well, my maps are reloading for some reason. Anyway, in an odd twist, Mad Max came on as I pulled into my desert hotel and decided to stay for the night. So Road Warrior is actually playing in the background here. But of course I can't have the sound up or I would get a copyright strike, so. Yeah, overall a good trip in San Francisco. Like I said, I got a few different San Francisco locations to share with everybody. I'm not heading back home at the moment. I'm heading into Nevada. And then I'll be heading back officially this weekend. And then I'll be heading back on the road, I believe, again, either the end of the month or the beginning of November, for a few different places. I might be going to North Carolina. I might be going also to Kentucky. I might also head down further south as well. So, a few different trips planned, plus the holiday season, so it should be a fairly busy few months. So, yeah, it's been a really, really good trip. Did a loop around the entire bay, starting on the north side of the bay and then crossing over the Golden Gate Bridge and then going all the way down around through San Jose and then back up again through Oakland and Berkeley, and then I'm not really sure what ghost towns I'm going to. I have a few people that wanted to show me some ghost towns, so I'm going to be going to some, but I'm not sure exactly what all of them are called. So I'll be doing some updates here over the next few days. Hey there, Nature Girl, welcome. Good to have you. But yeah, I got a lot of photographs when I went climbing on the hills right next to the Golden Gate Bridge. On the southern side of the Golden Gate Bridge, there's like an abandoned military installation. It's not really big and you can't get inside anymore. They sealed it all up, so it wasn't really video worthy, but I went and took some photographs and climbed down to the beach and then back up again on another part of the kind of hillside / cliffside. It's kind of a mixture of both, pretty steep You can sell me the guy. No, I'm not. I don't think I'm in the market to buy a bridge. So yeah, that's some of the photographs I've been posting over the past few days, and got a lot more that are coming. Lots of great sunset photos, and then a few great photos of the bridge as well. So I'm not sure exactly how many photos I've taken, but I've also gotten a decent amount of photos on the way south here in California too, so those will be coming all on Instagram and Twitter over the next few days. So if anybody is not following me on Instagram or Twitter, make sure you do that, because really awesome photos, like and some incredible sunset photos, including the one that I just posted about, what, an hour ago, something like that. Hold on just 1 minute, guys. Okay, sorry. Just had to check, make sure everything's cool. And, so where were we? Anyway, so I'll probably cut things short here in just a little bit, and gonna relax for the night. Probably start pulling the video files off of my camera from the other day in San Francisco, and hopefully start the editing process there. And I'm not sure exactly when that editing is going to be done. We went to a few different locations and filmed, and really incredible places. If any of you haven't seen Big Steve's video over on, I think it's Big Steve Entertainment, the link is up on my Twitter account if anybody wants to check out that video. I just posted it on Twitter at twitter.com/Matt Isaac, and you can watch that video. It's a little interview that he did with me. So if you guys haven't checked that out, that was something that we did while we were out doing some exploring at locations, and it was a pretty fun little interview. Steve did a really good job, and yeah, so if you guys haven't checked that out, make sure to give it a look, and let me know what you think. So and then I will be posting the 2 videos of the locations that he took me to show me, and I'm not sure if we're gonna have a third or if it's just gonna be a 2 video. I'm not sure exactly when I'm posting any of this. Probably either there'll be something coming out, I would say Thursday, or we'll have 2 videos this coming weekend when I get back, because whatever free time I have while I'm not out on the road, I'll be probably doing some editing in the hotels. Oh, well, I will be back this weekend, and I'll have a few weeks to rest up and get ready for the next leg of the journey. But a little bit shorter of a trip, though, this upcoming one. I'll probably only be gone maybe a week, maybe like 5 days, something like that. I'm going to be going down to the Appalachians, potentially. I'm not sure if it's 100% right now, but I'm going to be going down there to do some filming in the, kind of fall season, I guess, slash some more potentially abandoned locations, or in different, I'm not sure exactly all what I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of ideas, but nothing really at this point is 100%. Excuse me. but nothing at this point is 100%, I guess, is what I'm meaning to say. So I'll be, again, over the next few weeks, doing some updates. Oh yeah, I'm always back and forth between Kentucky and Tennessee, just due to my family down in that area, and I also have family in North Carolina. Really, pretty much all that area. I have different family members in. So I will be letting you guys know over the next few weeks what exactly that's going to be, and where exactly I'm going to be heading. And it probably will be news to me as well, because again, we'll be making the finer details of this trip in the next few weeks, if it even happens 100%. If it doesn't end up happening, I have a few other places in mind to kind of head, including potentially, if everything falls through, I'm trying to think of how to put it without either giving it away or making it sound like I'm trying to cancel on somebody, but like, because the whole license situation, I'm going to have to be heading back here a little bit early. Otherwise, I was going to stay out about another week or two potentially, and head to a few other southern and western states, including like Arizona, and I was going to head back up a completely different route that I had taken, and hit potentially 4 or 5 more states, and that I'm going to have to probably cut short, but time willing, again, I might head back west, not as far west, but to around the Mississippi River area, and hit up a few states over that way. Hey there. So that's potentially either going to be worked in there somewhere, or potentially a backup. Oh, it's awesome news, Jennifer. That's great. It's always good to hear. There's a hidden entrance. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't really have time to look around. Ended up climbing up on part of it. I'm not sure exactly which part I was at, so I don't know all the numbering and all that. But we climbed up on some of the military stuff, and then we ended up climbing down the hill, and then by the time I was able to get all the way down to the beach and then walk down to pretty much where the bridge began and then climb back up that part, the sun was pretty much setting, and so we watched the sunset, and then we headed out for the night. So I would have loved to had more time to check out the military stuff, because there's pretty much military stuff on each side, whether it's on the southern side, basically the southwest side, the southeast side, I think the northwest and northeast also have some sort of military stuff there as well. And yeah, so I'm looking forward, hopefully, to returning there in the spring, and very interesting place, including some interesting surprise encounters. You find that there are a few nude beaches in California, but then there's a few people that also just do it on every beach. So we weren't really expecting to run into nude sunbathers, but apparently they do have a small crowd of people that do it on the San Francisco, or the Golden Gate Bridge beach, at least on the down on the southwestern side. So we kind of accidentally ran into that, but not a huge deal. But it just not something we were expecting either. So very interesting experience, just to say the least, including trying to get back up the hill. This isn't, well, where I was on a nude beach. It just was nude people. Oh no, it's still the same color. It's just the lighting in the room. But no, it's still staying in there. This is a pretty high quality color, so it shouldn't be fading for a long time. But it may look strange in the light. On my end, I can actually see a dark blue tint to it. But I'm not really sure what's all coming through on your guys' end here. But yeah, I've been very satisfied with how it's done. All right. So again, I'll be starting out at probably about 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live in the morning or at any point tomorrow. If I can figure out something for the drive into Nevada, I may end up oh, I probably won't be going to many tourist spots. I don't generally hit tourist spots. A few of the places are mildly, but if I go to sort of like roadside attractions or whatnot, I really try to make it stuff that's incredibly out of the way. So stuff that people don't get to very often, or few people know about. Yeah, I'll be potentially anywhere from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 different YouTubers. I guess it just depends on what ends up happening. I mean, I guess with the whole exploring community, it's kind of a fairly tight-knit community, so a lot of us know each other, so I don't know. It depends on who all comes along, but I know I'm going to be meeting up with my friend Ryan and my friend Xavier, and I'm not sure who else. So, but again, like I said, there's a few different combinations of locations and states and people, so I'm not sure exactly all what's going to happen. Again, there's a few definites out there, and a few people that I'm going to be working with 100%, and a few places that I'm going to be going to 100%, but then some of the people may end up meeting up with us while we're in Nevada, like I said, and then and then he may not be able to meet us up with us, and then I'll meet him somewhere else. Hey there, Kathy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. The zip line. Oh, I've heard about that. No, probably not. I haven't really done zip lines ever, but I'm not planning to, at least. I'm not really planning on spending much time in Las Vegas. I might do something there for a little bit. If I do, it'll probably just be hanging out with a friend, or if we do anything, maybe live streaming. But we're probably not going to be doing anything directly in Las Vegas that I know of. So I'll be spending most of my time out in the desert. So, as well as crossing through the desert to meet up with my friend. But I'm basically in the desert right now. Oh, I'm sure I'll check the Strip out. Being the first time that I've ever been through Vegas, I'm sure I'll take a chance to look around. But yeah. Yeah, lots of places have been kind of overdone, but I've got a lot of good connections in this area, so I should be hitting up some places that are fairly unique. Not to say that there may not be some people out there that have done these places, but a lot of these places are fairly far out there and aren't really readily accessible unless you have like an off-road vehicle and a good amount of time on your hands. So I should be hitting up some of the less done places and less filmed places. So at least that's the hope. Again, I have some good friends there, so, and extremely hectic? Or are you talking about me, or is there something going on in California right now? Somebody said something about California on the news earlier, but my trip has been incredibly easy over the last few weeks, or last week, I should say. I will officially been gone 2 weeks on Wednesday, I guess. So, apparently I missed I'm not sure exactly where the rockets were. Apparently the SpaceX rockets were visible. But that was yesterday, I guess. I think there's probably some sort of nonsense going on everywhere, isn't there? Hey there, Ian. No, I have not been to LA. I'm actually not that far from LA, though. So, I could make it to LA in about probably less than 2 hours. Oh, yeah. I actually have a whole case of water with me. I have probably a total of like 2 or 3 gallons worth of water in 20-ounce bottles. No, I haven't heard of either of those two places. Although if they are small towns, I may be passing through them. I'm not sure exactly all the towns that I'm going to be hitting here. But I'm sure between all of us we'll probably have that much water. Palm Springs? I'm not sure if I'm near that or not. I'll search it real quick. Oh no, I'm nowhere near Palm Springs. That's like 4 hours away from me. Probably not 4 hours. But that's quite some way. Probably about 3 hours away, I'd say. But yeah, we will be well prepared. I'm going to be going out in the desert with people that live in the desert and explore in the desert all the time. So, you know, like I said, my friend lives in Nevada, so he is about as prepared can be, and he makes lots of videos out in the desert, so pretty reliable person to be going out there with, so no worries there. I'm fully prepared and going to be taking every safety precaution, so it should be a fairly smooth trip. And again, like I said, time willing, I should get quite a few different locations, so. A sweet tea. Yeah, I didn't know that was a strange thing in LA. That seems odd. Seems like something that would be normal anywhere. I don't know. Possibly. But at any rate, whatever we need to bring, I'm sure that we will stock up on before we head out on the road, so. It's yeah, I guess I never really thought of it like that. But yeah. Yeah, I barely ever drink tea at all. Although I do like it. It's not bad. Billy tea? I don't know what Billy tea is. I've heard of bubble tea, but I've never heard of Billy tea. Hey there, Shauna. Welcome. So yeah, quick recap, anybody that's new. Again, tomorrow, California locations, heading over the border to Nevada. Gonna be filming some Nevada locations over the next few days, possibly another state. I'll be talking about that state later. Sorry, I missed that. Something about the Desert Explorer. I'll be doing updates on the Desert Explorer. As far as what equipment we're taking, I'm sure I'll go over it slightly since it'll be the first time that we'll be doing a Desert Explorer, sort of on the at least out in deep into the desert. I've done some deserty type locations already, but this will be the first official kind of off-road desert. Well, I guess I shouldn't say off-road, but the type of roads that are out in the desert here are barely roads, so I guess you could kind of call it an off-road trip. So, but yeah, we're gonna be doing some daytime locations, some nighttime locations, some abandoned locations, some really interesting non-abandoned locations, some roadside attractions, not museums. Again, I mean, most of you know that I don't really do museums, so not gonna be doing anything like that. But there is some really crazy stuff that's a little bit different from the videos that have been on the channel before. So it should be, I think, a really, really great mix of, like I said, old stuff, new stuff, abandoned stuff. We'll be doing some graveyards, and oh, my timed light just went out. Oh no. Well, being prepared is sort of what I do, I guess. I like being over prepared, so I'm never gonna go out and hopefully, unless I forget something, I'm never gonna go out there and just kind of wing it. So oh yeah, I'll be getting some rest here shortly. This stream's gonna be ending here shortly. It's almost 11 o'clock on the West Coast, and so I know it's getting late for a lot of you out there, especially those of you out there in the eastern part of the U.S. or in the midwestern part of the U.S. It is incredibly late, so hey, good night, dude. We'll see. Hopefully in the next one. I might be on tomorrow as well. Like I said, equipment and time willing. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you have a good night. But yeah, my hopes are to do lots of live streams. But yeah, probably the best group of people, the best few people that I could join up with. Lots of experience, really good guys, really smart, so they'll be able to guide me in the right direction and things that I'm not experienced with, and then obviously I've got a lot of experience under my belt as well, and I'll have that to lean on as well. So I'm not really, again, too concerned. Again, traveling and exploring are just something I've done for most of my life, including in my professional life. I've, like I said, traveled for so many different jobs. It's kind of in my nature. The trip out, the sort of 3-day-long trip out west to get to California was definitely the biggest I've ever done, but it really wasn't bad. It was something I really truly enjoyed, and I definitely do it again. I'm going to be driving out next time as well when I come back here, hopefully in the spring. So I have no intentions of trying to fly, or it really probably I'll end up trying to take a completely different route out next time, so that it takes actually a lot longer, and I might end up taking Route 66 next time and sort of come down through Vegas and then arc back up to San Francisco, so that I have a lot more time on the road and hit a lot different, or excuse me, a lot more states. So that's the idea. But again, that's in the future. That's tentatively scheduled for next February, possibly, maybe March, not really sure, but that's a while to plan, and a lot of different moving parts to figure out before that happens. So of course I'll be keeping everybody in the loop as it gets closer to that date. But as I've said previously in the stream, that we're going to be concentrating on first the vast amount of other places that I'm going to be traveling to and locations I'm going to be filming. So and I've gone over so many times, I think, feel like in the stream, those locations. But again, like I said, down south, uh, and obviously, hopefully eventually into Florida as well. Oh, for Halloween, yeah, I might do something for Halloween. I'm not sure exactly what's going to be happening, but it depends on where I am. Because I'm not exactly even sure what state I'm going to be in for Halloween exactly. So, I don't know what I'll be able to do. But, all I know is it's going to be a busy few months. Hopefully, even potentially leaving the country to go up into Canada. I do have a friend up there that I've been meaning to get together with and meaning to film with for a while now, and we were supposed to get together this summer, but it didn't end up working out just because I really needed to make it out here to California for various other reasons besides YouTube. You know, I have my friend out here that I've known for, you know, years before I did YouTube, and part of that was seeing him. Carlo, yeah, I do know Carlo. But yeah, I am gonna try and make it up to work with Carlo. But see if there's anything I was forgetting. Let me take a quick glance at my map here and see if oh, which is apparently frozen. I don't know why. Okay. So, okay, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Unless anybody had any other specific questions, I can't think of anything else that I needed to update you guys on, or if anybody's missed anything and needs me to quickly go over something again, I'll do that. Otherwise, if nobody comes up with anything, we'll call it a night and then pick it up hopefully at some point, potentially tomorrow afternoon. So if you guys have any other questions, put them in now, and otherwise, like I said, we will say goodnight. Right now I have the Through Night TH30 on me. Good night, Lori. Night, Debbie. Yeah, I have a link to it in the most recent Explore, which is the nighttime explore of the ghost town. If you go on there, there's a link to that website. Yeah, highly recommend it. Great little flashlight, really powerful, lasts a long time, has a lot of safety features on it as well, so yeah, check it out. But yeah, and it also comes in, it has attachments for a headlamp and a clip that you can put it on backpacks and all kinds of stuff, so very versatile. But yeah, again, link is in my most recent video, and then will continue to be posted in upcoming videos as well. Thanks, appreciate it.